Good glorious morning, everybody. I'm in my office here in beautiful San Jose. I think we've got sunshine today, but it's still nice and crispy cold out there. And I'm planning to get out maybe a little bit later and enjoy some of it. I just finished a live feed on Facebook regarding cold and colds, and talking about our health during this winter season. But now I was inclined to want to make a YouTube video kind of along the same terms. And I reverted to my Doreen Virtue Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards to help me. And I thought I wanted to just pull one card and just give a little synopsis or a little reading from that one card. But the first card I pulled, I thought, I don't like that one. And the second one, I was like, I don't want to do that today. And then the third one came around and I thought, okay, I don't know why this isn't working. And Spirit said, oh, it's working. Okay, you just got to get on board with the program because that's what needs to be heard today. So I kept the three cards. So we've got three cards, and this is actually regarding our health and healing, whether we want to accept it or not. So our first card is Home Help. And the prayer at the bottom says, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from you, the angels, and others in matters regarding my family and home. And I thought, oh, I don't know. How does that apply? And Spirit said, it ain't all about you. But then again, it's all about you. Okay? So sometimes we'll get an intuitive impression within ourselves, maybe a dream or something, and we think, that doesn't apply to me. What's that about? And we want to just let it go. But in this life, sweethearts, we are all creators of our own destiny, we manifest as we are on this path of our destiny, okay? We get to make some serious choices, all right? And sometimes we need a little help. Now, I'm going to show you this card a little bit closer and see if you can kind of see what the picture looks like. Our archangel, our healing archangel Raphael there seems to be on a dark horse. Okay? And sometimes things that are going on in our families and in our homes can be like riding a dark horse. And he's also got a shield, and he's got, well, it looks like it could be a sword, but he's holding up the Hippocrates kind of symbol. Can you see it in there? All right. So that's his medicine rod, okay? And sometimes we get our best medicine by asking others to help us, whether it's making a decision about something, whether it's just getting that confirmation because we got an idea, but we're not real sure. Just like I thought these cards weren't like for me or about me this morning. I thought, well, okay, maybe it's for others. But no, it's about me. And it's all about you and what you are dealing with and how you are dealing with it. And it says, God, give me the courage to ask for some help. Okay? First of all, ask for the help from God. And then the angels, the Archangel Raphael, to help you come in and heal relationships, help you heal your physical body, help you heal those toxic thoughts and all those wonderful things, okay? We need help sometimes, folks. I got this thing, sometimes I'll get to playing around with somebody and I'll say, you need Jesus. I'm a little bit more serious about that than some of us realize. So ask, and it shall be given unto you. Okay? Ask for the help. All right? And then it doesn't mean that you do everything that somebody else says. Okay? You pick up with what resonates within you and proves true, sounds pleasant or easily entreated along the lines of what you already knew inside. There are sometimes we can get totally off on the wrong track. If you're 15 years old, you might need a little bit more guidance and influence for issues that would put you in opposition to societal standards or regulations. You know, your 15-year-old friends might be saying, yeah, let's go drive a car and drink some beer or something really wicked and crazy. And you might have a parent, much like me or my sons, that say, sure, you can do that. Just remember, you're responsible for the consequences of your decisions. Okay? But when you're 55 and you're dealing with those 15-year-olds or 65 and you're dealing with some aches and pains, ask God for some help. Ask Archangel Raphael to come in and help you. Ask a dear friend, a mentor, a spiritual leader, a counselor. Go as far as you have to go. But ask, and it will be given to you. Now, the next card I pulled, I'm still working with this one. I'm going to let you read it. I didn't even want to see that. Okay? That's my coffee. And maybe some chocolate, because I think chocolate has a lot of caffeine in it. I'm going to have to start reading the labels about things more. And because this says caffeine free. The prayer here is, Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask that you cut my cards of attachment to caffeine so that I may honor my body's natural energy rhythms without chemicals. I get 1 cup of coffee in the mornings. Of course, it's a pretty big cup. Now, I do try to have caffeine-free coffee, okay, as much as possible. But I also, during the day, will quite likely sip on some tea. I am using caffeine-free teas. So you have to read some labels about some things. And if you're doing Dr. Peppers and Cokes and, you know, a lot of other things and tea with your meals or things like this, we're going to have to start reading the labels, okay? You have to figure out where your real energy levels are. Now, the thing is, after noonday or about 2 p.m., I actually will not have anything that has caffeine in it. I went to somewhere with some friends, and it was about 6:30 in the evening, and it was kind of cool, and so I wanted something warm. We stopped at Starbucks, and so I got a decaf, and I put like the half and half and the sugar and all that kind of stuff. It was 6:30. We had some traveling to do, and I figured, oh, well, I know it's going to keep me up a little while because Starbucks decaf does for me what Starbucks espresso does for somebody else, okay? I thought I'd be able to settle down. I drank a lot of water, thinking maybe I would flush it out. I didn't get to sleep until about 3:30 the next morning. Yeah. That's on decaf, okay? So, when we're thinking about things, or people, those of us who might have trouble with ADD or ADHD or really, really excitable behaviors, okay, pay attention to where you're picking up the caffeine, okay? Read your labels, and let's start backing off that caffeine. It might be a thing that some of us can do cold turkey. I can't. I'm doing it like every other day now, to where I'll have my coffee every other day. And On the days that I'm not having the coffee, I'll drink tea. I'm also doing a warm milk drink in the evening with nutmeg and turmeric. So I use the golden milk to help me calm down. I discover, I think here in the California area, there's a lot more, I think there's a lot more wind, there's a lot more energy. And of course, I'm in San Jose in the downtown area. I'm just definitely sensitive to all the energy that's going around. My work as counseling others brings a lot of energy in, and a lot of other people's stuff, okay, that kind of gets left in my office, right? So we can pick up energy, we can pick up anxiety, we can pick up things, okay, through the emotions and through the mind. And also putting caffeine into the body is going to exacerbate all that. So we're going to need to work on that a little bit more, all right? Find out what your natural rhythm really is. If you're not able to go to sleep before 2 or 3 a.m. and you got to get up at 5, that's probably not working for you. How's that working for you? I tell you, it's not working for you, okay? We got to get to where when it's nighttime, we're resting. And when it's daytime, we're working. And we go into it in a calmer atmosphere, and so that we don't wind up with our resistance so low that we're susceptible to other things. So let's work on the caffeine free. I'm doing it with you. It's not all about me. It's about you too. All right? Work with me. And then the third card that I pulled really kind of summed it up and made me realize that the other 2 cards were supposed to be part of the reading, okay? So this one says, I'll let you look at it, leave a stressful situation behind, okay? Now, we don't have to go into details about all the stuff that's going on in our lives. And believe me, all of us have some stressful things, okay? The prayer on here says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. Folks, I tell you, if you are with every one of your friends, every time you talk to them or pick up the phone, they've got more wine than you do, you'll be drunk by the end of the day, just on wine. By the time you clock out from work and get home, it will be wine 30, okay? Seriously. Okay, so getting back to what this card is really saying to us. Some things we can change. Okay, what's that little thing that they do? I think it's an Alcoholics Anonymous thing. God, give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You don't have to completely drop all your friends. You've had some friends that's been with you for 30 years, 40 years, especially when you're up in our age group. But you might start weaning off, a little bit of the time that you spend in those situations. And especially, you're going into a holiday season. You want to be happy. So first of all, get happy yourself, okay? And the way you're going to get happy yourself is you're going to take some quiet time and some meditation. I like to set my alarm sometimes, or just get up and put on that little things, because I'm happy. I cannot stay unhappy when I listen to that song, okay? I think Kirk Franklin has one out that says, I just want to be happy. Yeah. Find the one that works for you, okay? Start your day with a happy affirmation and a happy thought. And then as you go through the day and you begin socializing, okay, with others, some of that stuff, they're going to bring all their negativity. They got a whole lot of wine. You can only take so much. So when your glass is about 2 ounces full, say, okay, that's about enough of that. All right, darling, I'll talk to you later. Okay? Put a smile on your face, even on the phone when you're doing it. But start weaning yourself off of those toxic friends and those toxic situations, those toxic conversations, okay? If you're on Facebook and you're looking and everything is about some toxic situation, turn it off. Before you turn it off, go to YouTube and find that video of Happy and then post it on Facebook and then turn Facebook off. Okay? Give them something else to deal with. All right. So, taking care of ourselves, surrounding ourselves with positive situations, positive friends, okay? It's going to benefit our overall health. All right? You can't stay stuck in the stew and think that you're not going to get some of that stuff all up in you. All right? So you've got to get out of the stew. It's okay to go into the situation. I help people for a living. Okay? I hear a lot of things. And some of them resonate with things that I've gone through or I might be going through even now. Okay? But I don't stay there. All right? And I don't let it stay here. I will vacuum my office or I'll sage the place or whatever. But I'll get out to nature where there's nothing but me and God. And I'll say, Lord, give me the serenity to change the things I can. The courage. You know what I'm saying, okay? Give me peace. Take me back to the peace. Because I can't give you what I ain't got. If I don't have no happy, I can't give you no happy. Okay? All right, I'm going to say one other thing. We all get an ache or a pain. We all get situations in our home or anything, but it does not have to be our entire conversation. Every time a different person walks up to you, you're telling the same story. Well, this happened. Well, that happened. Well, this hurts. Well, that hurts. Well, I ain't got this. Well, I ain't got that. Come on, folks. Every particle of dust is going to fall where it's supposed to fall. And most of the time, you're not even going to see it until it's collective. When we allow those toxic thoughts to become our conversation, then before you know it, you're going to have a whole lot of dust collected. Okay? So prayer, meditation, asking God for help, asking others for help, and then believing that you have that help, and just letting go and letting God work it through for you and with you. All right? Getting off the caffeine so we're not in a high state of anxiety about everything and we can't even sleep. The mind just won't even lay down and rest. Okay? And then leaving stressful situations behind. Doesn't mean you have to quit your job. It just means when you clock out at 5 o'clock and you go into your home at 5:30, before you turn the knob, you take off those shoes or you wipe your feet. You do something symbolic of leaving that crap outside. Okay? And then you enter your sanctuary. You enter that place where you take care of yourself. Okay? Maybe you go in and make yourself a nice cup of tea or some soup or some supper and sit quietly for just 5 minutes or so before you have to get into the next thing. I know, we're very busy. But take some time out. Okay? Ask God to help you. Show you what stressful situations you need to leave behind. Okay? And then work on that. So I think we're going to be reading labels. We're going to be reading the labels about what's going on in the food, and we're going to be reading the labels about what we're drawing into our lives. Okay? Toxic situations, stressful situations, stressful relationships. God, how do I work through this? How do I heal from this? How do I get over this? How do I let this go? I have a thing that I do, and I started doing it when my boys were teenagers. First of all, I would say, Lord, I think I might send them to you today. And I didn't want to do that, of course. So I'd throw up both hands. I'd take 2 steps back. And I'd look up and I'd say, it's all on you, because I got nothing. I'm at my wit's end. I'm stressed out. I got a lot of responsibility. I can't do it on my own. I need some help. And I'm letting go. You show me. And believe me, folks, God will show you. The Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing. I think some of us know along the lines in Christianity about Jehovah Rapha, God our healer. Let's lean into the healing process today. Spirit, mind, and body. That's about enough for today. Now remember, I love you all. You have a glorious day.